Captain. Up in space.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses? He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back-bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Going for a stroll around the docking base? Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, the guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, all right? You can't? So, of course, I decked him with a tossball. Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman... That's when I brought... Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw... Captain of the Unreliable. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. Felix Millstone. Pleased to... See you around, Bob.
What do you think you're doing? Oh, I guess, never mind then.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will...
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done...
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. Not stuck, per se. You could always throw yourself out the airlock. Of course, then you'd find yourself with an exciting new problem. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows. If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat. A man named Udom Bed. You take the starch out of him, well, you... Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing... Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. Much. Is there anything else? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when you enter the... Make sure you... Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of... 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off stage. All right. Be seeing.
Can we talk? Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years. That's a good Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and... Thank you. This is it. Security. I can check... the departures registry to find out which crew the scholar shipped in and out with. Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Your favorite center. Suck it. Chew it. You can do it. Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators. Nothing you need. Some big shot down in Byzantium's holding auditions for a new adventure serial. So yay, another...
Hey there. What are you doing after work?
Going back to the old cubicle to watch the latest episode of my serial.
Watch.
Arnett's been talking about rising crime rates, but I don't see it.
guys an upstairs room?
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to... Sorry. Business has been... Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on... Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merch. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cause to...
Bless my heart. A stranger come knock. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good... I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something... Gracious. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. Now, I only have the one nav key, and they're hard to come by these. Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime. Real light in the wallet, too. He's still... Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. The more we got the corps fighting each other. Don't forget to come... Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this. You'll find her fretting in engineering. Anytime.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators. Oh, and it's not a lot of slogans to keep. Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna camp.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a spacer's choice, Spear. Take what you have. So, what can I have a...
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I'm sorry. See, Furu? We could have avoided... Let me get one thing straight. Jesse. As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she... Be my guest. If you know something I don't...
What seems to be the problem? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitor. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my... Take care.
Good luck getting to Jesse. And better luck if you do. It's a real piece of work.
CNP Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borston Baked Beans is the only...
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Now, this should prove interesting, to say the least. No one saw me trip over that, right?
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping. A legitimate... You the one flying the... Sure you are. Miss Lily has been expecting you.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my... Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director. A little advice. Before you start telling lies, it's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay... I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else... Be seeing you.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub...
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the form... I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I... Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. Good. Don't go making trouble. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10, the answer... Statistics don't lie. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name.
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is...
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if...
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati.
Right. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Late.
Not a problem. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. My engineers have managed to keep the heat to livable levels, but only the board has access to new parts. They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bit. The board isn't helping and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone... Reasonable, huh? According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, the back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned. Good.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisements for the following... Because she remembers you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry,
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
You know that sound when you've snapped on and I got a full line of weapons.
Have you seen this man? Reward offers for information needed to the capture of wanted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Who the... Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of... Time to feed the...
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like?
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a...
You came with the crew. Welcome. Woo! Look at the courage on this one.
That's right, sir. Just the parts.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his...
Incoming!
quietly now.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches a... Look at this, right?
Is it...
Here they come!
Get up! Captain, get up!
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any...
Get ready! I hear something.
Pathetic. Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
Here they come!
Show them how it's done!
Something going on over there? That's the last of them!
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm.
Here they come!
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or he'll parley with the king. Where did that shooting gristle go? Shoot on sight, jesters!
I'd like to die first.
Searching for unauthorized persons.
What was that? Huh? Heard something. What was that? What was that? Heck, I heard something. What was that? Did I hear something? Huh? I heard something. You're dead!
Security patrol sweeping the area. Beginning security patrol. Performing an area sweep now.
Easy does it.
Got another complaint. People don't like worms. Find a new friend.
Here we go! Even the proverbial unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place. It would cut them off.
So cozy.
the last of them.
Liz gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the up... There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. More than a few. Less than a high. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't gotta...
I'm genuinely heartened.
plan, Mr. Vicker?
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right.
I can't see! Ah! Nice kill!
Back to what I was saying.
Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of men. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not thinking about what they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. You can always fix them later.
Unexpected noise.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps. Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker OTK.
You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally talk. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or... Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a...
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you can find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels... You've got...
C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P.
Hello. June. Now, is there something... a better select...
What was
Here
that?
they come.
Attack! I'll take this one! Nice one!
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
For the last ratchet on Rutton time. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation... What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that... Should have known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damn. All right, okay. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to end, you, ain't with the board, are... See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and... Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you... Thanks for helping me. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Any word on... Good luck. The board's got an office...